Hey everybody, it's Elizabeth Coopersmith with ElizabethCoopersmithConsulting.com. Welcome back to Tech Tutorial Monday and our second week of talking about my 4-step website prep, which is what I go through with my clients when we're talking about redoing their website or creating a new website for them. Now, again, we're just talking about strategy and logistics, not really design or aesthetics. And so my 4 steps are talking about the homepage first, then going over photos, and then talking about the services page and what's going to be on that and how to structure that, and then following up with your contact page. So how to get the information you need in order to help the clients that you serve. So photos, first of all, should be clear and professional. So some of the things you need to keep in mind is your headshot. You should have a headshot for your website. You should think about like having the correct image sizes for all of your images. We're going to go into that. And then also having quality images. So no selfies, nothing that you take in yourself unless you're a professional photographer. And if you need stock images like this lovely one here, you can go to places like unsplash.com or Pixababy and pick them up for free or very, very cheap. So headshots, why? Well, for one thing, this is actually the third spot. It's like it helps with the know, like, and trust factor if somebody can see your face and actually, oh, there's a person behind this. And also, it's all a part of presenting a professional expert image. So you are a professional. You have a headshot. Tell your photographer that it's for your website. So tell them straight off that this is for your website. This is going to be put on your site, and so that'll give them a better idea and another jump off point of like where to do it, what pictures you need, stuff like that. So you'll have a large group of pictures that you can choose from. And then again, as I said, thinking about where you're going to put it on your site. You can put it on your home page. You can put it on your about page. You can put it on your contact page. You can also just use it everywhere, like throughout your whole social media, throughout all of your marketing. So it's one of those things that's going to be good for you no matter where it is and what it is that you use it for. So image sizes in pixels, which is what I know that everybody is really interested in. So these are specifically for WordPress. Just to let you know, it's sort of universal with like little tweaks here and there between platforms. But what you can do if, for instance, you have Squarespace or you have Wix or you have Showit, if you go into their help forms, the help part of their website, and just put in image sizes, it's a very easy way to find out what their standards are and just stick to them. But this is for WordPress, and so for landscape, which is like your header image, like probably the first image on your website, it needs to be 900 by 1200 pixels. For blog posts, 1200 by 630 pixels. Full screen, what we call a hero image, 2,880 times 1,500 pixels. A portrait feature image, and this is like all portrait images, 1,200 by 900, a full screen slideshow, 2,800 by 1,500, and then gallery images. Generally what happens is like it starts at 1,500 pixels in width, and then whatever it autocorrects to in height, just go with that. So quantity, when you're talking about quantity, like how many pictures you should set aside, I usually say, 3 to 4 images per page. So one that you really love, one that you're just like, oh my God, this must be the picture. And then 3 for backup. Just because when you start actually designing a site and formatting it, sometimes the picture that you love isn't going to work in terms of the other colors that you're using, in terms of your font, what have you, in terms of your whole, structure for your website. So it's always good to have backup, which is like one of my main mottos. And then for a gallery, if you're talking about separating your gallery into weddings and events, or separating your gallery into different products, Generally, it's 6 to 9 photos per category. It might end up being too many, it might end up being too less, but that's just sort of a good aim for what is it you should have in one place. And then just a few warnings here. Photos can slow down your site. Excuse me. Photos can slow down your site. Basically, your site needs to load up in at the most 3 seconds, but most people talk about having it load up in 2 seconds. So, and photos usually take about 20% of your speed, your access. So if for some reason once you load everything up and it's just moving and loading too slow, you can download your images into tinypng.com and it'll compress them. So just compress them, rename them, and put them back up. Speaking of renaming, rename each of your pictures before you put them up. So if you are downloading something that's something like 15G5 blah 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 dot JPEG, rename it into a description of what it is. It's going to be good for your SEO as well. So chocolate is I think slash candy.jpg. I can never remember what that thing's called. Just something that's descriptive. As I said, it'll help with your SEO, and it's just a lot easier to track down when you need to find it. And then another thing is that JPEG is for pictures, and then PNG is for logos and badges. So just keep that in mind because it'll help with the quality of the pictures and it's less confusion. So that was it for that. Thank you for listening and watching. You can follow me on Instagram at Elizabeth Coopersmith. I am still doing website audits every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. If you have any questions about this presentation, you can message me on Instagram or email me directly at elizabethcoopersmith@gmail.com. You can also sign up for my weekly newsletter by texting workflow to 428-828 or visiting my website at elizabethcoopersmithconsulting.com. Thanks again. I would really love to see you guys in the website audits. They are live. I take questions. I record the actual audits themselves for you to peruse later. And yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. Have a great week, you guys. Bye.